Hello everyone. In this video I am continuing the previous chapter, that is molecular basis of inheritance. So in the previous video we have discussed about the RNA world. There are different types of RNA. rRNA, that is ribosomal RNA, mRNA, messenger RNA, as well as tRNA, transfer RNA. Now we are going to discuss about the transcription. In simple terms, transcription is nothing but synthesis of RNA according to the information present on DNA, or synthesis of any type of RNA from DNA is called as transcription. So here is the definition. The process of copying of genetic information from one strand of the DNA into RNA is termed as transcription. So it is a process of copying. That means there is no transformation of DNA into RNA. Instead of that, according to the information present on DNA, the RNA molecules will be formed or produced. And one more very important thing, it is a process of copying of genetic information from one strand of the DNA. You know, the DNA is double stranded, but both the strands of DNA are not involved in the transcription. So this is regarding the definition. Now the question arises, why both the strands of DNA are not copied during transcription? There are two reasons. You know, the DNA is double stranded. Among the two strands, only one strand directs the synthesis of RNA. If both the DNA strands acts as a template or acts as a master strand that codes for different types of RNA. If the produced RNA or mRNA or messenger RNA, they codes for different types of proteins. So the expression of same DNA or the same gene results in the production of different types of proteins, so that causes malfunctioning. The another reason is, if both the DNA strands are involved in the transcription, they will synthesize two different types of RNA. Since the parental DNA strands are complementary to each other, even their products, that is RNA, also becomes complementary to each other. When two complementary RNA strands are produced, they may undergo hybridization, and that leads to the formation of double-stranded RNA. And just remember, the double-stranded RNA becomes non-functional. So these are the two strands. The first one, if both the strands acts as a template, they would code for RNA molecule with different sequences, and in turn, if they code for proteins, the sequence of amino acids in the proteins would be different. Hence, one segment of the DNA would be coding for two different proteins, and this would complicate the genetic information transfer machinery. And another one, the two RNA molecules, if produced simultaneously, would be complementary to each other, hence would form a double-stranded RNA. This would prevent RNA from being translated into protein, and the exercise of transcription would become a futile one. So this is the reason why there is no involvement of both the strands in transcription, and only one parental DNA strand is involved in the transcription and is called as template strand. Now, the very important topic in theory exam, that is, describe the structure of transcriptional unit or transcription unit. What is meant by transcriptional unit? In simple terms, transcriptional unit is nothing but a segment of DNA that codes for a specific type of RNA. A segment of DNA which codes for a specific type of RNA is known as transcriptional unit. So this is the DNA strand. So it is a short segment of DNA. You know, the DNA is double stranded. So this is a strand with the polarity 3' to 5', and this is another strand with the polarity 5' to 3'. And these two strands are paired together due to the presence of hydrogen bonds. That hydrogen bonds are not shown here, but just remember, between the strands there will be the hydrogen bonds. Among these two strands, the strand which is running from 3 prime to 5 prime is considered as template strand. The another strand is known as coding strand. But the template strand and coding strand is decided by other components of the transcriptional units. In that, see here, this is the promoter. Promoter is the site at which the transcription begins. It is a site on which the RNA polymerase enzyme binds. Just remember, RNA polymerase enzyme is responsible for the transcription. So that binds to the promoter and then it begins the process of transcription. Just observe the location of this promoter. The promoter is always located at the upstream end. The upstream end is nothing but the 5 prime end of the coding strand. So always the parental DNA strand which directs the synthesis of RNA is called as template strand. The another strand is called as coding strand. Here don't get confused with this term, that is coding strand. Here coding strand means the parental DNA strand which is not involved in the transcription, but the sequence of nucleotides in the coding strand is exactly similar to the sequence of nucleotides in the RNA coded by this particular strand. So they are not complementary, they are similar. Only the difference is the type of pentose sugar, and instead of thymine they consist uracil. That is the only difference between the DNA and RNA. So here the template strand produces new DNA strand complementary to it, and the coding strand is complementary to template strand. So that's why coding strand is similar to the RNA molecule synthesized by template strand. So the promoter is located towards the upstream end. Upstream end is nothing but the 5 prime end. Just observe the diagram. 5 prime end of the coding strand is considered as upstream end, and the promoter is located at the upstream end. So promoter is the site at which the transcription begins. So this is a transcription start site, and this is the another end of the DNA molecule. The 3 prime end of the coding strand, 3 prime end of the coding strand is considered as a terminator. So that is called as terminator. It is a site at which transcription stops. The termination of the transcription takes place at terminator. And in between the promoter and terminator there is a structural gene. So structural gene is flanked by the promoter and terminator. Structural gene is nothing but the coding region, or it is a region in which the specific information for the synthesis of a particular RNA is found. So structural gene is a coding region of the transcriptional unit. So this is regarding the diagrammatic representation or the schematic structure of the transcriptional unit, one of the very important topic. Now let me explain the transcriptional unit once again. The important points are given here. A transcription unit in DNA is defined primarily by the 3 regions in the DNA. First one is promoter, followed by structural gene and the terminator. The promoter is located towards the 5 prime end, that is the upstream, provides the binding site for RNA polymerase. And the terminator located towards the 3 prime end, that is the downstream end, and defines the end of the process of transcription. The promoter and the terminator flank the structural gene in a transcriptional unit. The strand that has polarity, that is 3 prime to 5 prime, acts as a template and is also referred to as template strand. The other strand which has the polarity 5 prime to 3 prime and the sequence same as RNA, only the difference except thymine at the place of uracil, is displaced during transcription and is known as coding strand. There are additional regulatory sequences that may be present further upstream or downstream to the promoter. And this is the diagram of transcriptional unit. Friends, so till here we have discussed about the structure of transcriptional unit. In the next topic we will discuss about the mechanism of transcription. Thank you.